Hello, friends and new followers. So, my name's Dorian Jane Deppish Harold, and my leisure work is on demystifying the past. So, if that's your sort of thing, definitely follow along. In the last year, over a year now, I've been doing a lot of work on challenging the archaeological site determination of ceremonial and positing that a lot of these large scale monoliths like Stonehenge, Newgrange, Göbekli Tepe, that these spaces were initially used as food preservation or food storage systems. My research has been ongoing and it's been so much fun. I don't use any AI whatsoever in my process. I primarily use publications from universities and colleges. I also like to keep my findings public because I'm all about public education. This work led me down a deep dive into the Voynich manuscript, which is considered an untranslatable text. Now, because I'm hypercritical of the mystical, I've done a lot of work analyzing cults and hive-like mentality. So when I started this research, I noticed that there was sort of this gimmicky lure to the Voynich manuscript and a lot of magical thinking surrounding it, a lot of content creators that were sort of leaning into sort of a cult-like mentality. And I really wanted to use my background and my skills to ground it in logic. For background, I don't have an undergraduate degree, but I studied creative writing and translation for 3 years at one of the top liberal arts schools. I was mainly translating between French and English. When I left school, I went into the arts, hospitality, and then later on software engineering. So I've been working in tech or tech-adjacent roles in the last 5 years or so. I've taught software engineering at a large-scale adult boot camp. So I entered software engineering and tech prior to the AI boom. So I'm largely against the progress of AI. I don't use any AI whatsoever in my research and my translation, and I definitely encourage those to steer away from it. So I wanted to use my skills to ground the text in something real, and I found success pretty early on, which is really lucky. I went on a podcast talking about my findings. I've been working on it for over a year now. It's been such an incredible experience. I decided to seek peer review, and one of the faces of the manuscript, where it's being held at Yale University, suggested that I seek peer review on a forum called the Voynich Ninja. Now, this forum had previously been highly critical of my findings from the podcast previously, so I was super hesitant to go on, but I did nonetheless. And needless to say, with an untranslatable text, it definitely attracts a sort of cult leader mentality. And I went into this forum sort of thinking that it would be a place of like rationality and reason and people understanding the type of people that this text attracts, only to find that that wasn't exactly the case. Needless to say, there are a bunch of questionable things about that forum, but I'm currently running demos with my translation that is based in linguistics, that is based in logic. If you want to participate, definitely let me know. It's been super, super fun. A few researchers and professionals have reached out to me. Again, I'm not a professional, but this has been really fascinating work. If you want to join along, feel free to. Most of my videos are on TikTok. I also have a YouTube, and then I also have a Substack. Most of my work is on GitHub as well. If you want full access to my GitHub, just send me a DM. Peace, love. Happy New Year almost.